I remember when I first came to Memphis in '46. Memphis, to me, and everybody that knew about it, was the home of the blues.
And the indisputable king of blues guitarists, B.B. King, helped Memphis hang on to that title. The man who brought blues into the mainstream no longer lives in the Bluff City, but when he performs at his downtown nightclub, the king feels like he's perched on his throne away from home.
We got a few of those now, and number one is Memphis.
B.B. King's very first blues club opened in 1991 on the same street where he launched his career more than 50 years earlier. Who knows how many musical styles have come and gone since then, but the king of the blues says, let us not forget where rock and roll got its roots.
I want the young people that don't know to know about it. Not necessarily like it, but know why it's here, why the music that they like is here, because all of it is connected, you know. Grandfather came before the grandchild, so the blues to me has been the grandfather, and it belonged to USA.
And two generations of blues and rock guitarists influenced by King's innovative style.
We got today a lot of young people, mostly white, but young people that are playing it and supporting it. I noticed that a lot of the young blacks now may not be playing it or supporting it as I think they should, but today they don't seem to show ashamed of it. That was a time when I thought that being a blues singer and you were black was like being black twice. So I don't need, who should remind me? I think I'll write a song on that.
B.B. King's goal at 77, to be remembered. He's got nothing to worry about there. Counting down on Beale, I'm Anna Marie Hartman.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katina Rankin.
And I'm Brandon Artilles. The Beale Street Blues Boy is heading home. A final salute to B.B. King is set for tomorrow on the street that made him famous.
But with all of the celebration, there is a cloud that's hanging over the blues legend's legacy. Poison accusations made by some of his children. Local 24's Austin Lewis spoke to his granddaughter about this and his final days.
Well, Austin, good evening. How does she feel about that controversy as well as losing her grandfather?
Well, Landra Williams says she's not going to let that controversy overshadow her grandfather's memory. Now, she tells me what she will miss most is talking to him on the phone and getting his advice. And she says that same warm person that you saw on stage is what he was like at home.
You only live once, and when you're dead, you're done. That's a good time to roll.
The world may have lost a blues icon.
This feels like the last tour with my grandfather.
But for Landra Williams, the man she would talk to first is gone.
For me, he was always a grandfather. Even in my adult life, he was always a grandfather. I really never saw him as a celebrity.
I said good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't until she saw her grandfather perform in Belgium. The language barrier kept the crowd silent until
The thrill is gone away from me.
But when The Thrill Is Gone came on, they sang with him word for word. And that was the moment that I realized he was more than just a grandfather to me, you know, that he really had made an impact in the world.
her grandfather taught her about a hard word ethic and was proud of his clean image in the media. With the headlines surrounding his death, including poison allegations, she says that's something he would not want to see.
Although we do have serious family issues that we're dealing with in regards to his death, it's disheartening to me for it to almost overshadow the celebration of his life that's going on. So although those are the allegations and that is what is taking place, I try to force myself to simply focus on the celebration of his life at this time, because that's what he would want.
He also would want to take one last stroll on the street that helped shape his career in a city that holds a special place in his heart.
When he was on tour and we would be going to the South and Memphis was on the tour list, he would always say, well, we're going to be home in a few days. We're going to be home in a few days.
And he will be home tomorrow. Now, organizers are asking people to wear blue in honor of B.B. King for this processional on Beale Street. Reporting live in downtown Memphis, Austin Lewis, Local 24 News.
Thank you, Austin. The tribute to B.B. King will begin at 11 tomorrow morning at Handy Park. The processional down Beale Street is expected to begin at 12:45 p.m. Friday, a public viewing will take place at the B.B. King Museum in Indianola, Mississippi from 10 in the morning to 5 p.m. King's funeral will be held Saturday at the Belle Grove Missionary Baptist Church in Indianola at 11 a.m. That will be followed by a private graveside service at the museum. We posted this information in the Find It section of our website, localmemphis.com.